Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making Bhindi do Pyaza. Let's get started. The ingredients that I'll be using for Bhindi do Pyaza are turmeric powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, garam masala powder, salt, amchur powder, ginger garlic paste. The whole spices that I'll be using are bay leaves, long, black cardamom, black peppercorns, methi seeds, hing, cinnamon stick and jeera. We also have some oil for frying and finely chopped red onions, one large tomato paste, bhindi or okra which I've taken almost 500 grams and large cut red onions along with some green chilies. Now the technique here to slice your bhindi properly is to chop both the ends, cut it into 3 pieces and then just slice it slightly in between so that the masala seeps in when you're cooking, like this. Now this is how the cut should be so that it has enough space for your masalas to seep in. Once the wok heats up, we'll add some oil to it. As the oil heats up, we'll add our bhindi pieces to it. For enhanced flavor, it's always advisable to use mustard oil while cooking bhindi do pyaza. But I've been using olive oil for all my cooking for a long time, so I'm using olive oil. You can any day replace it with mustard oil or refined oil, whichever you prefer. If you dry out the bhindis while cutting it, like before cutting it, then the stickiness that bhindi has inherently, that gets reduced and you cannot see much of stickiness when you try to shallow fry these. Now this is done. Now this is how you want the texture after it's shallow fried for almost 5 minutes. Now to the same wok we'll add some oil, just almost 1 tablespoon, and then we'll be adding our onions to it. It's done, we'll just have them out. This is how you want your onions to be. And around 1 tablespoon of oil, black cardamom, peppercorns, 2 bay leaves, cinnamon stick, long, methi seeds, jeera, and a little bit of hing. Let it splutter for almost 10 to 15 seconds. I'm adding 2 to 3 green chilies. In goes our finely chopped red onions. We'll cook it for almost 3 to 4 minutes until it turns translucent. Once it's done, we'll be adding our ginger garlic paste to it. Now we'll be adding ginger garlic paste. want the raw texture of ginger garlic paste to settle down, and once it does, we'll be adding our tomato paste to it. Tomato paste. Mix it well. We are cooking it on low flame so that everything gets gelled up together really well and it doesn't overcook or burn more spices. 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. We'll also be adding our salt at this point. Salt you can adjust according to your taste. Mix it all well. Now we'll let the spices cook for 2 to 3 minutes with the lid on. Now our spices have been cooking for almost 2 to 3 minutes. We'll mix them up. And now we'll be adding our bhindi and onions to it. We have everything well coated. Now again we'll have the wok covered for almost 10 to 12 minutes. We'll just let it sit. Our bhindi has been cooking for almost 12 minutes now. It's done. Now we'll add half teaspoon of garam masala and half teaspoon of amchur powder. Mix it up. We'll let it sit for around a minute and then we'll have the flame shut. Always try to be as gentle with bhindi as possible to prevent it from falling apart. It's been a minute and now our bhindi is perfectly done. We'll just shut the flame off and plate it.
If you like this recipe, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.